Please, Højlund, look at that face. That is a Højlund. Please get back to full health and score goals.
Is he going to be the answer? Højlund is going to be the answer to get past Bayern Munich and Galatasaray in a tough night away.
This is going to come down to a player like Marcus Rashford, who has Champions League pedigree, big game player, already scored that massive penalty kick against PSG. And Chuck, you're giving me that look of like disapproval.
He's giving you the good look of good luck. Is that it?
No, I look forward to seeing how Manchester United adjusts, because let's be honest, Erik ten Hag is a great manager, but things to start this year haven't gone well, and you could say it's, you know, you're missing a 9 and Højlund comes in, and because Marcus Rashford is not the same player when he plays the 9 for Manchester United as he does when he plays on the wing, and he's much more happy and free when he plays in those wide areas where he can get 1v1 and make those runs into the channel. So I think Manchester United is still a wait and see. They're deep, they have so much talent, but it hasn't gone well to start this year.
It feels like it's difficult to weigh Manchester United up because you never quite know what you're going to get. Even in games themselves, they turn so quickly, don't they? And this is a rematch of the famous final that they played Bayern Munich in. Let's just take a look at some of the social media reaction to this, because we love Twitter on a day like today. Long story short, it's over. Who were facing in the Europa League round of 32. They didn't even fare that well in the Europa League, to be fair, as well, looking back to that game against Sevilla. Manchester United fans right now, does this sum up how you're feeling, Mike, or are you a bit more optimistic than this?
I'm more in this camp right here. It makes me nervous given the start to the season. I think defensive transition, the teams that they're going to be playing against, Manchester United look very poor in defensive transition. Casemiro is not the same player. It's only a couple games so far into the season, but they look vulnerable. The injuries to the back line, very worrying. Andre Onana is going to have to stand on his head, much like he did for Inter last year, for United to get out of this group. Bayern Munich, that's going to be ruthless. Going to Turkey, going to places like Munich, going to Turkey, Galatasaray, as I said earlier in the show, those are going to be the sort of results that you have to get right. Getting a draw away to Turkey is going to be massive.
Do you think Andre Onana is an upgrade, given the start to Manchester United season? Do you think that was the right investment in the squad at this time?
I think that they should have made other investments. Getting goal-scoring wingers would have been a better investment. But Andre Onana is an upgrade from David De Gea. David De Gea, yes, he had the most clean sheets, but how he ended the season, it left a lot of questions and it left a lot to be desired in the goalkeeping position. So they got that right in the goalkeeper that is good with his feet. He was so important to Inter last season playing out of the back. Ten Hag wants to play out of the back. As I said, he will have to be excellent in the group stages for them as they figure things out.
He had some just massive mistakes, didn't he? Both in the Premier League and in Europe as well. But we're talking about Manchester United as in, are they going to get past Copenhagen and Galatasaray? This is Manchester United, Charlie. Are we not underwhelming them a bit?
Well, I think it just it correlates with the season that they have had so far in the English Premier League. So given that, you say, oh, maybe this is a little shaky. But yes, I think when they're playing at their best, they get out of this group. I don't think that's the question.
The question is playing at their best.
Right.
And we haven't seen that so far. When you're playing teams in this group that are looking pretty good, Galatasaray looking pretty good, and they're still loading with players. They are ruthless. This is going to be a ruthless group, and you can't be figuring it out in the group stages. That's how you end up in the Europa League or out of Europe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is still a group where you look on paper and you think there is other teams that could have been just as tough a test, if not more so. I mean, yes, Copenhagen, a tough match away, but let's not forget as well, they had to come through the qualifying rounds even to get here. And Galatasaray, they've got some big names, but so have Manchester United, and look at all the money that they've spent. So realistically, are you putting them to get out of the group though, Charlie, still? Bayern Munich and Manchester United?
I am.
Yeah?
I would bet on Erik ten Hag getting things right.
Okay, would you do the same, Mike?
I hate to do this as a United fan, but I don't think they get out. I think they get third place. And maybe I'm trying to play reverse psychology with all this. Prove me wrong, but I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical with what I've seen. I'm skeptical of what I've seen so far.
I just heard a couple of chairs flipped in the background.
Let them flip. I'm skeptical right now.
This is embarrassing, though, for Manchester United. If they don't get out of this group, is that an understatement? It would be an embarrassment for them?
It would be an embarrassment.